it well. Your front leg, whenever you're moving forward, should be considered your directional leg. It defines which direction that you're going to move in. Your back leg, it somewhat defines, or predominantly defines, what you're going to do. So let's assume that Mr. Bad Person here is not so like overly aggressive and I'm not having to move backwards, but I'm moving forward instead. Okay, this dude stole my lunch money and insulted my mama. I'm going after him. I'm going forward. So here, I come forward. Now, this back leg, how it places itself defines what my next move is. It is extremely important to understand how your feet work together. One of the things that limits people's ability to become a good striker, beyond just like a brawling type of striker, is understanding the angles that their feet have to possess to effectively strike. Whenever you punch something, what you hit with isn't your hand. It's what physically makes contact, but what you're actually punching with is your body, with your hips. Whenever I go to punch, let's say that I'm going to punch this bad person who insulted my mother, I'm going to step and flip my hip. And this is what this back leg is totally for. Whenever you're moving forward like this. You step. Now, I'm going to step here, placing my knee toward my target, my heel up, and this, bam. This is what opens myself up for punches. Bam. I'm going to throw my backhand, loads my hip up to throw my hook. Here, loads my hips up to switch. Notice before I threw that low kick, what did my back leg do? Stepped. Step, step. Step, step. Whenever you're doing this, get a feel of when your directional foot, your front foot, is letting your back foot come into play. Here, this is my weapon foot. What weapon am I going to go for? Bam. Maybe I'm going to go for a weapon like this. Bam. With this punch, foot's going to turn. Other foot comes up. Punch. And withdraw. Whenever you're working your footwork like this, do yourself a great favor. And after you do a technique, make sure that you retreat to a safe distance. So what this means is, let's say that I like throwing physical combination. Yes. And then I stop. A lot of people get into this. They throw their combination. And then they stop right here. Whenever you're working your footworks and things, make sure that you end your combinations within a safe distance. I mean, your combination don't end here. Bam, 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 bam. Your combination ends whenever you're back here in a safe distance again. Okay? Practice that, and then we'll get into the retreating foot and how the rolls are reversed whenever you're retreating. Cool? Punching backwards, by the way, with this retreating movement is a whole lot harder to do than learning your combinations and things whenever you're moving forward. Practice this for days. Stand in front of a mirror. Do that. Practice your hip movement. Remember, you punch, not with your hip, not with your hand, with your hip. Cool? Plus, you'll get extra power in your hips. See ya. It can set up my hands. It sets up all of my combinational work. One of the most effective things that you can do whenever you're practicing your footwork is to realize what this back foot's for and micro train it. So I'm here, I'm not throwing punch, just getting used to using my footwork.